Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. We start here with chapstick. This is the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy just because we do what the hell we want to do here. Yes, I do curse on my channel sometimes. I hope it's not offensive. The crazy because just enjoying what we do, enjoying playing in face paint, enjoying doing videos, sharing information, sharing techniques, sharing cells, sharing just information in general of the different things that go on in my life regarding makeup and skincare. The troll because we're not, regardless of what the beauty community may say. So just saying troll as a way of just making light of the perfection aspect of the beauty community and letting you know that it's okay to love yourself and embrace your features and not feel like you need to fit into a box of someone else's expectations of what you should use, how you should use it, what you should look like. No. Love yourself. You're perfect the way you are. You're beautiful inside and out. So enhance your features if you want to. We love playing in face paint, but not changing our features to look like somebody else, because at the end of the day or night, when you wash your makeup off, you're still you, regardless of whatever you do to make yourself look different. So just embrace who you are and embrace your natural features. That's the basic concept of the Crazy Troll Nation of YouTube. I would love to have you join the Crazy Troll Nation by subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing my content, those that you actually do enjoy watching. And I'll show you what else we do here on this channel. As you can see from the title, we are doing a comparison, and I'm pleased to say that I am happy. Not this though, like this has been baggier lately, and I don't know why. But that's not what it's about. So I remember talking about, excuse me, the Dr. Dennis Gross Ferulic+Retinol Triple Correction Eye Serum. This is my last backup. This is what the bottle looks like. And I am down to here. It's good for 12 months. 12 months. I was going to say 12 months. Y'all listen, I just be saying stuff however. So I'm just checking the box. But it is good for 12 months after you open it. I get through it way before 12 months. This is expensive, so I'll use points or look for a sale somewhere, but they rarely go on sale, so I'll just use points. It is 0.5 fluid ounces in here. This being at the bottom, it doesn't pump anymore, and I do like that the pump has a locking mechanism, so this way it does not pump. Turn it this way and then it pumps, and it does say on the top, it has an arrow actually of which way to turn it to open it. But what I like about this is that even though it's not pumping, I can tap it on the side of my hand, unscrew it, and just swipe along the inside and get some product out and either put it on my finger and then apply it, or just apply a little dab on each eye. This is a 360 eye treatment, meaning 360, it's a circle. You can put underneath your eyes and also on your lids all the way up to your brow bone. So that's what it means. If you see something that's an eye cream or eye serum and it says 360, you can apply it all the way around, which is why I really like this. And when I found out that they were not only reformulating it, but repackaging it, I was like, okay, the packaging, okay, we'll see what it looks like. Reformulating, I was really just skeptical and a little annoyed because I have sensitive skin. And so when I find something that works, I want to keep using it. And to reformulate it, I was thinking, is my skin still going to like it? This one does say AM and PM use. And I've been doing that since I first tried this, which was probably now, I think, in a previous video, I said well over a year. But at this point, I think it's been almost 3 years that I've been using this product. And I do use it in conjunction with the Ferulic+Retinol eye cream. They discontinued the eye cream, but that's okay, and I'll tell you why later. So this, with the cream, I used at night. The next day, I noticed a difference in my under eye discoloration, the puffiness, and I was like, okay, I only used it one time. And that's what sold me on this, because with skincare, excuse me, they do say you need to use it. Some will say within a week you'll see results. Some will say 2 to 4 weeks, but most will say like 4 to 6 weeks. And so just to use something one time and notice a difference, and using it day and night, this and the eye cream was only for underneath, not for up here, the results stayed. And even if I woke up and it was puffier under here, more puffy than usual, once I did my skincare and put this on, within 20 minutes, most of the puffiness was gone. So like this really worked for me. And so when I found out they were reformulating, and I was like, oh, why, Dennis? Why? And so being hesitant to try the new one, but also wanting to try the new one before I open my backup, because if the new one didn't work, or if it irritated my under eye, that was going to get sent back to Sephora. And then I was going to use this one when this is used up, and then try to find another eye serum. So just so you'll see that this really is that. He just has so much excess packaging, so wasteful. But this is the unopened one, my last backup. So I was just like, ugh. Okay, so I did purchase the new one, the reformulated one. This is the box. So to compare the box, oh, I'm clumsy. This is the old one. This is the new box. Again, with the excess packaging, because then you open it, or not, but then you still have to open the box to get it out. And I'm just like, why? He has another cream, his SOS Repair face moisturizer I use. It comes like that too, where you have to take it out the sleeve. And I'm just like, what's with all this excess packaging? And I know some people, if they're paying a lot for skincare, they want the luxury experience. And so having more stuff makes it feel like you have more stuff, which really, the product is what the product is. So I don't need all that fluff. This one is just in the box, and then you open it and it's here. So to compare the boxes, Dr. Dennis Gross Ferulic+Retinol Triple Correction Eye Serum. And then it says on here, you have crepiness, wrinkles, loss of elasticity, rough texture. You want smooth, retextured, bright skin around the eyes. That's what these boxes say here. On the other side, the same thing, but in another language. I speak Ebonics as well as English, so I don't speak this language. And it does say, as I say, for AM and PM use, tap gently around the entire eye area, including the lids. And so that's this one. So this box, okay, safe and effective skincare. You turn the box and then it shows you what it is. Let's turn to the side that's in English. Visibly lift and smooth retinol for all ages with phytoretinol blend. New, and it has what it looks like. And on this side, it has phytoretinol blend, retinol, another name I can't pronounce. I'm gonna hold this way because I'm gonna write over here what it says on here, because I don't know how to pronounce these. I'm not even gonna try. Retinol is the first thing, then it says something, and then it has rambutan and then ferulic acid. So that's what it says here. So in comparing the boxes, it's just like, why not put this here where you can see it instead of having to turn? Anyway, so let's get into what the components look like. This is the old one. This is the new one. This one also has 0.5 fluid ounces. It's also good for 12 months. And I already put my label on it of when it expires, which would be 02/2023, because this is February 2022. So it says the same thing. Dr. Dennis Gross Triple Correction Eye Serum. And it has advanced retinol and ferulic acid. I'm sorry, advanced retinol and ferulic. And then it has some other, the same thing in another language here. And the same thing under here in another language. And this says for AM or PM use, which tells me that this is a stronger formula than this one, because this one says you can use AM and PM. So this was twice a day. This is once a day. And that's okay. Use a 1/2 to 1 pump for both eyes, tapping gently around the entire eye area, including lids, crow's feet, and 11s. 11s, I think, are when people have like lines right here, which I do have a line right here and here, because when I put my brows together, it just creates fat right here. But I more so have this line under here than 11s. But anyway, so that's what this says. And looking at the packaging, I like this one better because I can see how much is left. You can see where, from me knocking it, where the gel is at the bottom and on the sides of the jar. Even though it's not pumping, you can see exactly what's in there. And that's how I know, okay, I can still get some out of here. This one, you can't see it. And also, when you open it, there is a pump. There's not a locking mechanism, which is fine because it has a lid, excess packaging. Like I really just like this one. Anyway, so, and I did use this morning. I did not have a bad reaction. And I did use it underneath in my lids and over here. I did not have a bad reaction, so I do like that. But what my concern is when this stops pumping, I'm not going to be able to see how much product is still at the bottom of this jar. And I also was trying to unscrew it to see if, like with this one, the old one, I can take it off and I can scrape along the side and I can get product out. And so I was thinking, when this one doesn't pump, am I going to be able to take this off and like knock it around and scrape it? This does not want to come loose. And I'm not the strongest person. I'm not. But I'm like, okay, do I just take pliers with it? Just try to like bust this open or what? Or just knock it around and just turn it upside down into an empty container and just hope whatever's in there comes out. But then I'm thinking it may or may not stop here. And so I want to get everything I can get out of there. This is over $60. I don't know if it's 70, but it's definitely over $60. And so I want to use everything that's in here. And also these are cruelty-free, they're vegan, and yeah, cruelty-free and vegan for those of you who care. They do have the bunny on it. And so I am happy to say that this does work for me. It definitely is stronger because you can only use it once a day versus twice a day, and it's not an issue. And also, as I said, they discontinued the eye cream that went along with the eye serum, and that's okay too, and I'm going to tell you why. I also use a prescription Retin-A, and the dermatologist did say I can take it up under my eyes up to my lash line. Don't get it in your eyes, she said. And what she told me is just a pea-size amount should cover my entire face. And so what I do is I take a pea-size amount and then I dot, and more so my problematic areas. And there's a thing here that I'm trying to clear up, so I'll dot here. I have acne on my forehead, so I'll dot there and put a couple dots here because this is where I get irritation from a mask. And so I dot it where I want it to go, and then I'll rub it lightly under here, and then I'll go around and rub in where I put the other dots. And so it doesn't bother me to still not have the eye cream, even though I am on my last one. But when I run out, I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I need another eye cream, especially one that has retinol in it, because I actually use Retin-A at night. And I still use the Peter Thomas Roth, what is it called? PM Fusion Serum, which is a retinol serum. So I use that as well, but I don't put that under my eyes because I have this under there and the Retin-A prescription. And so I don't want to put other stuff there, even though I was putting the eye cream on top of all of that just to lock all of that in. And so long way of saying I don't mind once I run out of the eye cream, because I'll still have the retinol serum and the Retin-A under here. And so my only concern is how to get all of this out of here, because you can't see what's in here. And it makes me wonder, like, why, I know they repackaged it, but why not still have this component but in frosted glass so that we can see what's in here. Because there are people that, okay, it's not pumping, it's empty, and they throw it away. And I learned way back in the day, it was with Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the tube where you had to squeeze the tube. And this is going back like over 10 years. And someone was saying when you can't squeeze it out, they showed it on their YouTube video when it wouldn't squeeze out anymore. And they're like, okay, it's done. They cut it open, and on the sides, like how you see the serum on the sides here, they cut it open at the bottom and squeezed it so the tube would open up. And it was a whole bunch of eye primer, like how you see all of this in here. So even though it's not pumping and it's like, okay, it's nothing in here, there's still a lot in here. That stuck with me. And not a lot of things stick with me. And so when something doesn't pump, or it's like, okay, there's nothing in here, I'm like, I'm gonna make sure it's nothing in here. And I like being able to see that there is product in here. And so I kind of wish, well, not kind of, I do wish that this was frosted or at least clear where you can see how much is in here. And again, I know I'm repeating myself, you know, just find a way, or just break this off and just put it inside of a small container and leave it upside down for a couple days and see how much product runs out. Yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. But I do kind of want to show you the consistency. And I'm going to put it on my forehead because I don't want to put it back under my eyes. And so this one, we're going to just take a little bit on my finger. That's what that looks like, if you can see it. This one, we're going to pump a little bit on this finger. And that's what that looks like. So this is the old one. This is the new one. So they feel the same. I want to say the old one, this one, the old one feels smoother. It feels a little bit thinner, and it spreads farther. So that little bit is covering like this entire side of my forehead, where this side, it still is smooth, but it feels a little bit thicker. And it makes sense because it has more active ingredients than the old one. Now this is already drying down, which is nice. And so we're just going to rub this around. This does not feel like it's going as far. Like this did go like all the way over here, where this one is only going to here. So it does not spread as far. It is still smooth though. It's not sticky. Yeah, this side is dry. Yeah, they feel, once you blend them out, they feel the same. But this side is a little thicker. Just a little bit. And so I just wanted to show you that if you use the Dr. Dennis Gross Ferulic+Retinol Triple Correction Eye Serum, and you're wondering about the reformulation advanced, this one doesn't say advanced. No, it doesn't. The advanced retinol plus ferulic triple correction eye serum. So if you were wondering about the differences, I hope this video helps you. And also that you're not hesitant to try this one. And of course, it won't work for everybody. Nothing works for everybody. But me having sensitive skin, and I'm not a stranger to retinol, even though I am a stranger to the other products in here, I am happy to say I did not have a bad reaction. And so knowing that I don't have a reaction to this one, I'm going to finish scraping around in this one. And when this one is used up, I will use this one since I did open it. And once this one is used up, I'll use the backup of the old one and then repurchase another one of these, or use points or something like that. So I hope that this was helpful to you. Let me know below if you use the old one and if you were hesitant about getting the new one, or if you don't use eye serums or eye creams at all, or if you do use a retinol product, which one do you use, or if you use a prescription Retin-A, and also what your skin type is, because mine's is sensitive, and so I do feel like it's important to talk about things that work for me, even though I know it won't work for everybody, because it was challenging for me. Once I got serious about skincare, it was a challenge trying to find something that worked and figuring out why other things didn't work. And it just turned out to be the ingredients. And sometimes it would be this ingredient didn't mix well with that one. And so, like, say I didn't have a reaction to retinol, but if I used a cream that had retinol and something else in it, that cream might break me out. So then it's like, it's not the retinol, so it must be something else in conjunction with the retinol that just wasn't mixing right, and my skin didn't like it. And so it's very challenging, a lot of trial and error, a lot of money spent. And I finally do have a skincare routine that I really like. My face really likes it. And I just need to find something to tighten this up if possible. And sometimes it's not as loose as it is. And so I don't know. Some of it does have to do with weight. And the scale today was like 2 pounds heavier than the last couple of days. And so a couple pounds makes a difference. And so it might just be weight gain. Anyway, this isn't about my baggy chin. This is about eye serums. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know your thoughts below. And yeah, that's about it. I was going to say if you have ideas on how to get this off, but I do think I'm going to just break the cap and just let it sit upside down once it gets to where it doesn't pump anymore, because I know there's still going to be product in here. And for the amount of money we pay for products, we want to use as much of it as we can. So thank you for watching, and I'm really going to go this time, like for real, for real. You'll see me in the next video.